Somesh. Welcome. How are you doing?
Hey, hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Somesh, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, definitely. Myself, Somesh Biradar. So I have total 9 to 10 years of experience in IT industry.
Okay.
So I'm currently working with one of the Indian IT company in Pune. So if you ask my career, so I have started my career with TCS as a fresher. So there I was earning some around 2.8 to 3.2 lakh per annum. So after that I moved to one startup with some decent hike. But in startup I upskilled myself so that I have upgraded to myself, and then I moved to another company with a 100% hike, and then moved to I worked in that is also an Indian IT company. In there I worked for 1.5 years, and then now I'm working in the same company from past 3 years. So anyone who is having 9 years of experience, so I'm working as a technical consultant, so we'll earn in the range of 21 to 35 LPA per annum.
Tell me one thing, Somesh. When you look at money and finances and just handling your money, right? We've always been told, मतलब at least Indian households में कि पैसे बचाने चाहिए, wisely खर्च करने चाहिए, etc. Or you should be very mindful of your spendings and savings. How have you grown up looking at money? Like, what is your perception around money been from your childhood to now, and how did it change after you joined the club, right? We look at money a certain way. We think about it a certain way. So, what was your mindset about money prior to joining 1%? And now, how has it changed?
Yeah, typically I'm very typical middle class family guy. So in my family they were treating money as a big thing. Everyone needs money. So what the mistake which we were doing, like my father was earning when even I started my earning also. I was just keeping all money in savings account and the current accounts.
Right.
So because of inflation, after joining the 1% club, I came to know what is inflation, how we have to invest, and where all our how we can manage our risk, what should be our asset allocation and those things. So that teached me, like, by just keeping, if you are keeping money in the savings account, that will not make you rich.
Yeah.
So if you want to risk, take some risk and then start investing. So that is what I learned after joining here. It's almost 2 years for me now.
Okay.
So I learned myself how I have to invest in mutual funds, like how I have to invest in US market equities, basically how I have to manage my own risk allocation. That is what I have understood here, and it's very good going on.
Great, lovely. So now, if I was to say, after you've just shared your experience, you are actively investing, right? Like you
Yeah,
mentioned, and you
definitely.
also understood how to invest in mutual funds, etc. What was your basic understanding around just mutual funds? Because when we talk about mutual funds, people obviously know, okay, you should do a monthly SIP. It should be of a certain amount. 15 years later, compound ho jayega. You will get great return. How to do the research around it? So, how do you go about it now after the class and the master classes that you have gone through? And what kind of investments have you been doing?
Yeah, I'll start with very basic. Like when people starts to investing in mutual funds, they know this famous line: mutual funds are subject to market risk. Read all scheme related. This first line they know,
Yeah.
but in second line they have written the past performance of mutual funds will not necessarily indicate the future performance.
Yeah.
So what retail investors will do, like, they will check the past performance and just you simply invest in the whatever the fund it is, and they will start their journey.
Yeah.
But it is not like mutual fund returns are cyclical. After 1 year or 2 year, when they see their negative returns, they will think, no, stock market is not for me.
Yeah.
But if we have good knowledge, like how to pick the mutual funds, like if you see in the club, they tell us, like, on what basis we have to select the mutual fund, whether it might be a rolling return, Sortino ratio. We have to look at the expense ratio.
Correct.
These all are the things which these are not that high science rocket things, but we can learn ourselves. But if someone pushes us, so that we can make a very good balanced portfolio.
Right. Interesting. And tell me a little bit about how is your personal portfolio classified right now? If you would like to share it, like what
Yeah.
are the asset classes in which you're investing right now in your portfolio?
I have been investing in Indian equities. Apart from Indian equities, I invest in US market as well. So apart from that, I invest in the gold ETFs and some part of SGB also I own.
Nice.
And recently I have started to invest in crypto ETFs as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I want to know a little bit more about how, I would say, was there any one misconception that you had about personal finance or money or investments before joining 1% Club? And now, how has it changed? If anything, like you came with a notion or a mindset that this is how it is. But after you went through the entire experience, you said it's been 2 years with the club. Any one such thing?
Yeah, definitely. Like, see, when people will start to investing in stock market, they will invest in mutual funds, but they will think that if I can invest in directly stocks,
Yeah.
I could make much more returns,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
But when you actually invest, that will not happen, because if you are having much talent than the mutual fund manager, because every fund house have their own AMC, their
Yeah.
own fund manager.
Fund
They have their
managers.
research team, and they are knowing at what stock I have to buy, and everything they will be knowing at that point. But people think like investing in stock market will be very simple. It's just like a hobby. I can invest and I can earn more returns better than the mutual funds. But this will not happen, because every weekends, like sometimes we have a session with Shashank. He reviews many portfolio of individual, like when he will be having the time, he will be reviewing. So what I learned in that, like many people are investing in the stock, directly stocks, but very few people are beating the index. So if you are not able to beat the index, then what is the point of taking that much risk and invest in the stock market? And if you are treating stock market as a hobby, then hobby is never going to pay you.
People do it as a part-time
Yeah,
thing,
they
right?
will
Something
think,
on the side.
yeah, they
in the
will
free
think
time.
it as a part-time. But if you are willing to do stock market, you have to give minimum 6 to 7 hours of your actual time. Yeah, if you are making more returns than the fund manager, it is good, but
Right.
you have to make consistent return over the years. So if you compare last 3 years, this is not going to be in this way.
Very interesting. I think, Somesh, it's also very intriguing to know, जैसे कि आपने beginning में भी बताया, I want to know, you mentioned you started with a 2.33 lakh LPA package to now almost between the range of 21 to 35 lakhs per annum,
Yes,
right?
correct.
In the 9-year journey. Now, as an individual, as a corporate employee who is going up the ladder, obviously, you switched companies, you switched roles. As your salary kept incrementing and increasing, did you see any significant change in your lifestyle or how you looked at money and started spending it, or even saving it? Just your mindset around money around this entire journey when you went from a 2.3 LPA to today at a 21 to 35 lakh range.
Yeah, as I told, like I am very middle class guy, so I want to maintain my lifestyle in a minimalistic way.
Yeah.
So I was earning very less salary when I was at TCS or first company. So as my salary got increased, I also upgraded my lifestyle such a way that I can go with a flow. It's kind of a thing, but not too much in a higher side, because I know like if we save today, that itself will give us the more returns in future.
Right, got it. So, could you share any figures around how much percentage of your salary even today do you save? How much of it do you put into investments? How much of it is your expenses? Do you have like a rule that you follow, or a particular percentage every month that's allocated for your savings, expenses, and your investments?
Yeah, like basically I don't follow any rule.
Okay.
Because I have proper planning of my lifestyle and everything. I have around 65 to 70k every month expenses.
Okay.
So what I will do, like as soon as I get the salary, I made a separate account for that.
Nice.
So I will send that all money to that,
that
account,
account.
so that for 1 month
That'll be untouched.
That will be untouched.
Yeah.
And remaining the money, if you include my total money in NPS and US equity and all. So roughly I'll invest around 52 to 56K per month.
Every month, right?
Every month.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. And do you save some part of it also?
Yeah.
Or
No, not. I invest in the. Apart from that, like 10% will be in the debt mutual funds.
Okay.
So I can withdraw at any time.
Anytime, yeah.
Anytime, but I have also saved some emergency fund for myself.
Great. And I'm sure you would have also met a lot of different folks from different walks of life as a part of the community. So how much has the community helped you? Obviously, the master classes, the knowledge that's shared by the experts, that's a separate, talk altogether, and you've already shared your experience. But how have the members in the community itself and the ones who you are learning with helped you?
That is what members once I have already told, like it's related. We can see the actual portfolio of everyone, like how they are doing, and we will come to know at what point, at which place you are, and we can connect with individual people. And every weekend or some other day we'll be having one or the other sessions with the 1% club, where we can connect with the people and where we can improve our networking, and it helps me in our professional career. If you're if you're into a business, you can get a business partner, or if you're working in any different professional, you will get someone who will be a co-worker, so that you can improve your networking, so that you can get placed in different companies, or you can get more help from the other people.
Right. So there are benefits beyond just obviously increasing your knowledge around personal finance and getting an understanding of investing better too.
That definitely they will tell us. But apart from this is our more interest, like how you communicate with the people. True. Because this 1% club as a platform, it will give a path to connect with other people also. Yeah. So if I make the decisions well, and if I connect the people with very my own skills, then it will be a beneficial for me.
Yeah, it's upon you how you leverage the community and the network.
उसमें मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता, आप कितना आप मेहनत करोगे. That is what.
Okay. So Somesh, all throughout, you've been very, very heavy and bullish on saving your money.
I'm very bullish on Indian market.
On Indian market also, and saving your money and investing very wisely. So I'm pretty sure there is some number, your FIRE number, that you're chasing, and I'm pretty sure you're actively also taking steps to achieve it. So could you share a little bit more about the strategies that you're leveraging, and what is your FIRE number?
Yeah, a very interesting question. My FIRE number is close to 4 CR. It's 3.89 CR something.
3.89, that precise.
Yeah, that precise. And I'll definitely achieve in next 14 years from today. Yeah. If I'm getting 11% return from the markets, so I'll be achieving that. So before that, I wanted to achieve a lean FIRE number, which is just 1.7 CR, so that I'll be out of this rat race. Mm-hmm. So if I achieve that, then after that I'll not be working any more thing on money. So I'll be just working for myself. Yeah. So that corpus I'll be achieving in the next 8 years. So by 39, even without making any step up SIP, what I am doing it today, with that tone only, I'll achieve that lean FIRE number in next 8 years. But for FIRE, I have to step up my SIP 5% every year. Yeah. And I have to get 11% returns in the next 14 years. 11, we can get it.
You mentioned lean FIRE number. What's the difference between lean FIRE number and FIRE number?
Okay, I'll tell what is the FIRE number. FIRE number is like in order to calculate FIRE, so we should know our annual expenses. Okay. So if you ask me, my annual expenses are close to 6 lakh. So lean FIRE is multiple of 15.
Multiple of 15.
So it will be 90 lakh. So why I said 1.7 CR? So I consider 7% as an inflation.
Got it.
So after 9 years, it will be 1.7 CR.
Correct.
So people, what they believe, like if I retire, doesn't mean I'll get retired and sit at home. So while calculating your monthly expenses, you have to calculate all your monthly expenses. So people think I'll not go to office, I'll not travel, so I'll remove the fuel things and all those things, but you are not going to sit home also. So calculate, take a statement of your bank account, calculate the FIRE number of 1 year, then multiply it by 15. So this should be your first target to achieve the lean FIRE. So once you achieve the lean FIRE, you can jump to
Jump to
fire,
fire.
and then from fire to fat fire.
Sumesh, another interesting thing that I noticed, you did mention that your salary kept increasing and there was an increment, but you said you didn't change your lifestyle drastically. But aapke aaspaas, your friends, your colleagues or relatives, I'm sure you would have seen people start spending on luxuries, right? Or things that they cannot afford. Log EMIs le lete hain, they purchase like a big house, or they'll try and take like a car on an EMI, and then they live on a paycheck to paycheck basis, right? Why is it that you think that people, even after they start earning a good amount, are still not able to make wealth for themselves in India?
The problem with the people, what I believe, like they will get attracted to the debt more faster.
Yeah.
Because everyone likes luxury. But what I believe in luxury, like luxury things we have to buy from the passive income. It's not be from the active income.
Okay.
So अगर आपके पास लग्जरी के ऊपर आप खर्च कर रहे हो तो आपके पास पैसे ही नहीं बचेगा, आप इन्वेस्ट कैसे करोगे?
True.
जब आप इन्वेस्ट करोगे, जब आपका सेविंग्स बढ़ेगा, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी वैसे ही बढ़ेगा. जब यू हैव दैट मच मनी इन योर पोर्टफोलियो और इन योर बैंक अकाउंट, ऑब्वियसली विल नॉट spend that money into luxury and all those things. So even I also spend the money on luxury things, but it's not from my active income.
You did it from your passive income.
Passive income.
Okay.
So I bought one new launched phone. It's not from my active income. I have invested some money in some stocks or some different things that generated an income, so that I have given that same amount of money to get that phone. But what people will do, they will just see no cost EMI, कुछ पैसा नहीं देना है, बस आप पैसे दे दो, आपको phone आ जाएगा. So they will spend their active income. And that is what I have observed. And apart from this, like everyone wants to go vacations, abroad vacations. I want to go to Coorg, somewhere different places. They offer to go on EMIs. So if you are ready to pay EMI, then why can't you plan after 6 months or 3 months? That can be done.
True.
But people will not do that because they wanted to take the picture and they have to.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle. They want to show the people.
Yeah.
But you can show that same thing even after 3 months also.
True.
Nothing will change in 3 months.
Yeah.
But if you change this habit, definitely it will make a huge impact on your and your whole family also. In this 1% club, what helped me, like it helps in the making a habit of investing. So when we keep talking with the people who are connected to the same knowledge or the same thing, so we'll also make an habit, and it will tell us like how we can invest and how we can make a proper asset allocation. So now what people think, I'll directly invest my money in huge riskier assets. But here they will tell you, like, by taking minimum risk, you can achieve great returns also.
Right.
That thing, 1% club helped me a lot.
With that, Somesh, I'd like to know that for people, who are looking to become more financially aware and learn more about personal finance, investing their money better, why would you recommend them to join the 1% community and club?
Yeah, I definitely recommend all of the people who are interested in personal finance. If you're willing to grow your portfolio, then definitely you should join. You will learn many things here, and it will help in your career also.
Thank you so much, Somesh. It was wonderful having you.
Yeah, thanks.